Okie dokie. This is a creating art tag. Do you prefer traditional media or digital? I much prefer digital. I have since the 1980s, actually, in the 8-bit days on the Commodore 64. How long have you been creating? Most of my life, since I was a child. I used to draw a lot in my younger days, but I just don't anymore. I'm trying to get back into it after many years of absence, but it's kind of, I'm really rusty. Have you taken classes? Only in elementary school when we had art classes. That's the only art classes I've ever taken. I haven't taken any other classes at all. I guess I did take an online class. It was free, and we did it online with Paint Shop Pro. How to do things in Paint Shop Pro. I took that, so that's pretty much the only class other than elementary school. What's your favorite thing to create? I'm gonna have to say fractals because I've created tens of thousands of them over the years. I used to really like using a program called Bryce to make 3D art, traditional 3D style art. But when I found Mandelbulb, it just changed my perspective on reality here, and I wanted to do this way more. So, how often do you use references? If you don't know what that is, it's like here's a spoon. It's a reference, an artistic reference. You want to draw a spoon, you look at a spoon. You want to draw a person, you look at a person. You know, that's references. I don't, because that's not the kind of art that I generally create. So it's more of an abstract thing, and it's more of a structured thing. It's not organic that often. What is your least favorite form of art? I'm gonna have to say sculpting. I never got good at that. We tried a few sculpting things in elementary school, and I've tried a few things in a craft thing we used to have in the building, and I just suck at it. I really do. I can't use clay for the life of me. I'm just really bad at it. I know it takes years of practice, and I've only had weeks of practice, but yeah, I'm naturally not that good at it, and I find it really sucky to do. Do you prefer to keep your art for yourself, or do you like to share it with others? It's free to download on my art site, so I think I share it with others. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people have used stuff that I've posted over the years because I've seen that things come back. I've seen stuff that I've created used as backgrounds or manipulated to look a different way and all that. But you can tell my thing was the starting point and all that. I've seen a bunch of that, my stuff come back like that over the years, and it's really nice to see. So yeah, I like to share. Do you ever collaborate with others? Almost never. We got this thing, these challenges on a Facebook group for Mandelbulb 3D, which is a 3D fractal program. And I guess that's sort of a collaboration. We're not doing it as a group, we're doing it as individuals, but we're using the same starting point and making things. So that's kind of a collaboration. It's kind of a collaborative effort. There's the Pong thing. I haven't done Pong in a very long time. Where that's where somebody modifies it, then the next person modifies it, then the next person modifies it. That's more collaborative, I think. But I haven't done that in a really long time. Do you create more today than you did years ago? No. I used to create obscene amounts of art. I just cranked it out 8 years ago, about 10, 15 years ago. I was very prolific with it. And now, not so much. I can go 2, 3 weeks without doing anything. What are you currently trying to improve on? Really nothing. I think I'm at my peak. I don't think I can get any better. I've really tried. I really have. I've done multiple tutorials and all this stuff, and I just, my brain is not absorbing it, so I'm not going to get any better than I am. What is the most difficult thing for you? What is the most difficult thing in your artistic medium for you? For fractals, I think it's IFS fractals. They're extraordinarily complicated and extraordinarily difficult to work with. They take me an inordinate amount of time to make them look good and all that stuff. I only have the most simple basic of understanding of these things. There are people in the Facebook group that are like God level with IFS fractals. They make amazing art with it, and there's no possibility of me coming even close to that level. But yeah, I can at least do something with them, but it takes me a lot of playing with it, and it's a lot of work and a lot of effort that I really rather not do, but I will now and then just for the hell of it. What is the easiest thing for you to create? I'm going to have to say getting away from fractals. I'm going to have to say abstracts. I used to make three-dimensional abstracts with Bryce. There are certain techniques you can use to warp objects and warp the field of view and all this stuff, and make some pretty trippy abstract images. I used to do that for a fair bit, as well, using PaintShop Pro to make abstracts. I find it very, very easy to do. Yeah. Do you challenge yourself with art? Not really. I stick to my limits, basically. I don't really try to push anymore. I don't. I'm just a hobby artist. I'm not trying to be something special anymore. Do you think you are getting better at creating art? I think so. I think it's getting more natural for me. I don't know if I'm actually creating better art. It's just becoming more easy for me to do over the years and stuff. Do you feel jealous when you see other people's work? No. I really admire some of the other people's work that are in the group and on DeviantArt and all that stuff. They're amazing artists with the medium that I choose to work in. And there's people that draw like anime and do space scenes and all this stuff, and they draw it with a drawing tablet and a stylus, and it's just amazing art. I've seen absolutely photorealistic space scenes that you would think was done with a high-end 3D rendering software, but no, they've drawn it. I've watched a few Twitch feeds with people doing it, and it's just amazing. You sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours watching them draw, and it's just like, wow, they're good at it. They make it look so easy, and it's just really not. It's just really not. Do you like to create in silence or with music? I usually listen to podcasts while I'm creating or listen to music, so I guess I like not being in silence. Plus, there is no such thing as silence when you live downtown in an apartment building. There's always noise 24 hours a day. For digital art, what programs do you use? Mandelbulb 3D, Bryce 7.0 Pro, PaintShop Pro, a myriad of filter packs for PaintShop Pro. I forget what the other one was called here. I almost never use it, but I use it for photos. What are you called? Virtual Studio. It's a sort of a editing software that has a filter pack built into it, a really strong filter pack built into it, and you cannot get the software anymore. It does not exist on the internet. The company that put it out went under. Their website is gone, and there are no copies of it to be found that are safe. I would say safe. So I'm glad to have it on my cloud and in my backups because it's a very cool program. Yeah. I have used Dynamic Auto Painter Pro 4. I think it's up to 6 now, maybe even 7. But I'm not paying $300 or $400 for the new one. I'm just not. I paid $150 for this years ago, and I'm not going to stop using it. You know, it's just that simple. It's like a filter pack. It'll turn things into paintings and all that stuff. It's really not the best thing in the world. Doing paint overs yourself will come up with a better result half the time. But it's quick, it's easy, and it gives you fairly decent results. Some of the time they really suck. Some of the things for it really suck. But anyways, where the hell was I? Program's just about done. For traditional art, what medium do you like to use the most? Pen and paper, drawing things, writing things out, doing doodles, doing sketches. I'm super not good at it anymore. I used to be fairly decent at it years and years and years ago, like in my 20s and 30s, but I'm like 58 now, and I haven't done it since my early 30s. I really haven't, and I suck at it now, so, and my hands are shaky, so some days they're really bad, and drawing is just not easy for me. So, do your friends support you creating art? Oh, 100% of the way. They fully support me creating art. I have several friends that are in the art creating type thing. They're very good at it in their own way. And it's really fun to see their stuff, and they like seeing my stuff. I like seeing their stuff, and it's really fun to be in a community like that. Have a good one. Keep smiling.